Welcome to this edition of Tour Confidential on Golf.com, presented by FootJoy, the #1 shoe in golf. I'm Jessica Marksbury, joined today in our New York City studio by Golf Magazine's David DeNunzio and Sports Illustrated's Alan Shipnuck via Skype. Tiger Woods is back, or is he? Alan, 3 rounds in the 60s is certainly signs of life from Tiger Woods, but just how meaningful was his performance at the Quicken Loans National this past weekend?
Yeah, I'm trying to get excited about it. There's peer pressure to be excited. You know, 3 rounds in the 60s, people are making a big deal out of. But the bottom line is, it was a C-list event. Tiger was never really in contention on the weekend. He did play a little more aggressively than he did at St. Andrews, and he looked a little more confident at times. And he was so defensive playing the old course, and he certainly attacked a softer, easier setup this time around. But it's just disconcerting how quickly his game can leave him from day to day and even within one round. So I think that's more of a mental issue than a physical, and that's harder to fix. So for Tiger to put together 72 consecutive holes, which is what you need to win a tournament, I just don't see it happening.
It's kind of crazy, David, that a top 20 could cause us to be this enthusiastic about Tiger Woods, but this is our new reality.
Yeah, and I think Tiger fans, and I'm a Tiger fan, we are excited about that. If you look at Tiger from Thursday at the U.S. Open at Chambers to this weekend, I think you can see that there's some very positive signs. But you can always look at stats. They tell the story, and he was a much better driver this week. His distance is creeping up to elite levels. His approach shot stats were very good. Kind of fell off track a little bit on Saturday, but he came back and played pretty solidly on Sunday. And he said that he hit the ball great. In fact, on the front 9, he felt like he didn't miss a shot. So if you go Chambers Bay to Quicken Loans, I think Tiger and Chris Coma, they look at that as a real good positive.
Alan, we know Tiger thinks he's close. He has yet to string 4 solid rounds of golf together. However, given what we saw this past weekend, what are your expectations for him for the PGA Championship just around the corner?
Well, we're at this place with Tiger where you have no idea what's going to happen next. You know, he's turned into Phil back in the day. You know, what will Tiger do next? It's impossible to predict. He's such a wild card. Whistling Straits is a big ballpark. There's some room to miss off the tee, but when you get off those fairways, it can be a horror show depending on where your ball lands. And I think that's the real issue with Tiger is, the big miss is still in play. He's still capable any time of blowing up. So he may very well play solidly, but it's just hard to imagine that he'll avoid the big mistakes across 4 days that will really allow him to contend.
Well, Tiger has 1 more week to put his game together for the PGA Championship. Alan and David, thank you so much for your time and insight, and thank you for joining us here on Tour Confidential on Golf.com, presented by FootJoy, the #1 shoe in golf. We'll see you right back here next week.